Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwame Sha'ala, Koholoim La Yahweh Shem Shai, Bahashim, Mekakabitash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well about the Spirit towards this beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwa that's out here sincerely, keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yahweh. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Just a quick little dream/vision that I had last night. I've been kind of trying to get past it, but meditating on it, and just figured I'd speak on it in the Spirit. A little disturbing, because I was kind of, I can't even front, I was actually even crying about it. But I don't know, the vision, it was a few places where I was at. I was in Europe, I was in a line. But what I want to really focus on, it was like a place where I was at though too, like in the Americas, where I was kind of like I was in control of this facility. I was over this facility, or not necessarily, but I did have some movement towards the building, because I remember noticing, like, I know where food is at, and these older people, it was like all elderly people, and it was coming into this, it was like a facility where it was like elderly people, and they were all coming in, and they was sitting in, it was almost like a, if you go to a DMV or into like a Secretary of State, something like, like one of those settings where people sit and they wait their turn, and they were all just sitting there in these chairs. But what I noticed was Apostle Tahar, he was in the same section, but he was sitting facing all those people. He wasn't in the same chairs that they were. He was sitting in his own area, like he refused to sit with them. But I remember everybody eating, and I had the control to the food. It was like I was serving, and he was sitting on the opposite side all by himself. It was like 25, 30, 40 people in this area that was sitting directly across from him, and they were eating their food, and he was sitting all by himself, and he didn't have no food. And I asked him about some food, and I remember asking him, do you want a regular fork, like a metal fork, like forks we normally eat at the house, or do you want a plastic fork? It's like, oh, I'll take the plastic fork, real humble, what I'm saying. I was like, oh, we got some right up here. And I can remember walking, he walked with me, we walked to the little stationary part where, because he was like, I'm gonna go, I'm not gonna be here for it, I'm gonna take mine to go. Everybody else was sitting there just gobbling down their food. He was the only person that was sitting opposite of them, like he was just on a bench by himself, So I asked him, about the, do you want to, but as he was, I remember, like those little salt and pepper packets, they come like a plastic casing, where you get them from the restaurants. It comes in a plastic casing. It's got the spoon, fork, the little salt packet, a little napkin. That's what he wanted. I said, you want the regular spoon or the fork? Because it was metal, I was like, he was like, no, I don't want that. I want the, I'll take the to go. And I just remember he was in the ceiling. Now he's in the ceiling of the building looking down at me, eating his food. And he asked me something like, about two certain parts of people. And I was like, yeah, I know one part. I know people like that. But he was basically like, people that are going to be destroyed and people that are going to be, and it was just kind of like, I said, yeah, I know people that, I've spoken the gospel to. Basically, I remember saying something to the extent to him, like, yeah, I spoke to people like that, and pretty much like they're not going to get it, and it was just kind of kind of scary because it was like he was eating his food. He was in the ceiling of the building, like as he was going up, he was eating his food, and it just kind of looked like the food in his mouth was just like he was chewing, and it was like one tooth on the bottom of his, like those old jack-o'-lantern type of hookups. It was like the food was rotten, and he had just one tooth on the bottom of it of his mouth, and then he was gone. And so it made me feel really, really sad. But it was a part in the vision too, where while those people was eating, I went. I don't know why it was like plaster or plastic up. Where I went into the back of the wall and it said 2025 on a. It was a calendar that was hanging on the wall, and it was 2025, and I was like, what is this? I'm looking at and that's when I actually came out and I seen him. So, let me just rephrase it, because I went into the vision that I was having. I went behind that curtain, so to speak, and I seen a calendar of 2025, and then when I came out, that's when I seen everybody they was eating and everybody was situated. Even my own dad was in that vision. And he was with, like white people, and I was kind of like, But as I came on through, because I was a server in this vision. And once I came through the crowd, or the little, it wasn't even like a crowd like that. It was like, I don't know, maybe about 30 or so people in this just older, elderly people, so to speak. But when I came across, it was like the elder Apostle Tahar. He was right in front of them. He was separated from them. He was facing them. They were all facing him on like a little bitty bench. And I asked him, did he want something to eat? And he's, he said, yeah, and I said, what you want to eat with? I said, you want a regular fork, or you want the, some plastic? He's like, I'll take the plastic. Like, I'm taking it to go. And it just kind of made me sad, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I just seen him in it, because he was in the ceiling of the building. He was looking down on me. He was telling me about, there's two types of people. And I said, yeah, I know. I met those type of people before. I just remember saying that I met the evil type before. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I don't want to keep this long. I'm just trying to just remember what I was thinking about, because I'm sitting here now. I'm just, I was kind of cooking for the Shabbat. And it made, I was thinking on meditating on it. It made me cry, man. Like, I ain't gonna front. Like, shit. I ain't the total tough guy, you know what I'm saying? But I did cry because I felt like he was leaving me, because I seen that calendar. It was 2025. But when he went into that ceiling, I just kind of felt like I wasn't gonna see him no more. He was in the ceiling of the building. He was looking down through the I don't know what that shit is called. Like when, those fabricated buildings, when they have the lighting, they have that little foam shit at the top, to cover the structure of the building. But he was up there and he was out, so I just wanted to just speak on that real quick. I don't know what it meant. Maybe some brother may know what it meant, and I don't know what it meant, but I just remember him just being like, nah, I don't need the metal fork or spoon. Give me the to go, as if he's gonna just, no, I'm not gonna stick around here. I'm gonna be up out of this motherfucker. So, and I was like, okay, and I got him what he needed, and he went into the ceiling. He said those couple of things to me, and then he was gone. So I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody do. I'm just saying. That's what I seen, and and that was earlier this morning. I ain't saying nothing about it till now. I have dreams and visions every day. I'm not like one that's just like skipping over, a month from now, a year from now. I have a vision or a dream every single night. Bunch of them, 2, 3 of them, 4 of them. Sometimes I rarely, since I've come into this truth, I don't sleep like that. As soon as I came into this truth, it was just like, I don't know. I don't sleep well. I can't say I don't sleep well because I be refreshed when I get up, but I only, it's just, it's not like I used to be before I came into the truth. Now I have, I get up and use the bathroom, lay back down. I go right back into the same thing, and it's like it just hit me again. And then that's why I remember them. So I don't know. I remember them so vividly because I never used to remember dreams or visions or whatever you want to call them. Then I'll lay down another 15 minutes, another one. It'll be a whole another one where I'm in it, and it seems like it's forever. I can still remember all the ones that I went into way years back. It's like I never forget them. It's like they come back up. Not like they come back up in a dream again. It's like I can just remember them while I'm walking and doing daily tasks. But anyway, I don't know what that meant. Maybe somebody do. And but kind of made me feel sad. I feel better now that I'm speaking, on it, because I was crying before I actually done it. Actually doing some food right now for this Shabbat. I don't know why. It just kind of hit me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I know I seen that 2025 on that calendar, and the Apostle Tahar, he normally gives out the next year of what's about to happen. So we're waiting on that, and I appreciate it. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Koholo yun la yahaba shem outside. Hashem man.